and welcome again to another Echocalypse video!
So here we are again, back to the game, to Echocalypse, and a lot of things that happened, a lot of units that have appeared now, and we are doing a rerun for new characters, or the same characters that are really helpful and people wanted a lot and they saw. So what happened is, and devs, please stop with this, like be careful, stop with the releasing of new characters, character after character. You said you will slow down, you did a little bit, and then you went back to your old habits. Please don't do that, because it's not that good for the players, even the spenders. It's not good for them. So we have Ifrito. I will be talking about her in the next video, not this video. We have the rerun for Yora. And if you didn't have Yora or you want to build her, and I highly recommend building her, she's an absolute monster of a unit, of a DPS. Lindell, absolutely a monster. Lindell and Yora are the best carries right now in the game. Then comes after them Curry. So keep that in mind, you need to go for her. And we have here Audrey. Audrey, skippable if you have these units that you want to summon for. So this is why I'm speaking. Please, devs, don't rush into these banners, because we need at least them to slow down, to have some time at least to build one after another. Now we have a new code. If you don't have the code, you go to basic data. It's the biggest code so far, so it's really good. It's devs Q&A gifts. Actually, I redeemed it already. If you redeem it, you get 666 diamonds and 66666 gold or tribute coins. Where is it? I redeemed it. Here we go. So 666 diamonds, 2 stamina bags and 10 bags of SSR quality gifts, and 6666 tribute coins. Now I don't know what's the 666 going on with the devs, evil intents or something like that, but that's pretty funny. And we're gonna be talking about New or Nui, this character that you see on my screen, and I will explain after everything about this, about her and why you should or you shouldn't go for her and what's the alternatives. Right after we hear a word from our today's sponsor, App Gallery. App Gallery is Huawei's app store with lots of advantages and promotions like discounts, coupons, cashback, and many more. Valid for all Android phones and emulators such as BlueStacks and other applications. It's not only exclusive for Huawei Mobile, so you can get your money's worth with App Gallery promotions. So first things first, install App Gallery using the link below, then install the updated HMS Core. Next, create your Huawei ID. This is an important promotion that is valid for users with European region in App Gallery. And yes, even if you are in different regions like the US or SEA, you can still use European region as in your settings, and you can continue and take advantage of the promotions. Next, delete the current game and download Echocalypse from App Gallery. And yes, you can keep the progress with GT Arcade and Facebook. And finally, open the downloaded game from App Gallery and purchase the packages that you desire. You can pay with PayPal as well. The cashback offer in Huawei Point will appear automatically in your payment page for added convenience. Let me explain to you the Echocalypse April campaign. You can get up to 65% off, 50% off with coupons, 15% with cashback in Huawei Point, and get 15% back in Huawei Points in all game purchases. For example, if you spend 100 euros, you will get 15 euros back in Huawei Points that you can purchase in the games. For the VIP program, you can get up to 1620 euros in discount coupons every single month. If you spend more than 500 euros, you can claim the first coupon of 50 euros. And finally, remember to join App Gallery's Discord for help and more promotions, and to participate in the upcoming many giveaways. And lastly, thank you for App Gallery for sponsoring this video. Check the links in the description for the information for how to download App Gallery and what to come and what's the bundles for April, and you can go and check it out. So let's talk about Nui. I'm not gonna go to cases and showcase her from here because I don't know how to reach the links from here. So we're gonna go to her vibration arms, and from her vibration arm, I go and click her picture, and it gets me to this picture, and this is where I wanna go. So links. She links to increase her attack by 18% with Nyla. Nyla is not in the game right now, so until we have her, we're gonna check her later. And Akira gives her armor 18%. It means she go and negate or reduces physical damage getting to her because she has 18% armor. With Kiki and Chiyu, you will increase your HP by 25%, which is absolutely amazing. This is the major point for her. And with Shiraha, she increases her resistance by 18%. It means less magical damage she will take. And as you see with her passives, if you get her to 2 stars or 1 star or star like that, She will get the 10% armor, so physical will not hurt, 10% magical, so resistance, so magical attacks won't hurt, and at 6 stars she gets the HP plus 10%, so she will be more meaty and buffy. Now she's a support, yeah, weakening, restriction, I'll be talking about that soon. Her artifice, damage reduction, block rate, hit rate, so she can apply the burns consistently, 30%, crit resistance, dodge rate, damage reduction, and crit reduction, which means she's a defensive, highly defensive unit. It means she's not an attacking unit, she's a support, there to stay alive and apply debuffs and do restrictions on the units, so she will allow you to go further and further. We'll be talking about her and how she's good. She's a decent character, better than the vanilla ones that we have. She's compared with Firentia. Yeah, Firentia is a substitute for her. You can, if you don't want to play Nui or summon for her, you don't even need to consider her. You can play Firentia or other characters that will do the same roles as her, and I'll be talking about them. So her auto attack, let's talk about this. So she have Domain of Flames, as you see in the top left corner, includes Lava Land, Inferno Land, and Scorched Land. Yes, like Lindel, she have 3 phases that she goes through, and we'll be talking about that. Unleashes a wave of flames, deal magic damage equal to 45%, 54% of attack to 4 random enemies, prioritizing targets not in Scorched Land. We'll talk about this also. If a target is already in Domain Flames, which is anything like Lava Land, Scorched Land, or whatever, additionally restores 1 rage up to 1 rage. So this is good because she will restore only her rage for herself. Restores 2 rage up to 2 rage for 4 stars, which is good. She's consistent with her debuffing or dealing the damage, which is absolutely not the idea that we want to go for. Her passive. So reduces the damage dealt by all cases in Scorched Land by 10% and inflicts them with burn. So reduces the damage dealt by all the cases, all the enemy cases. By using the power of flames to form a realm, Nui, or Nu, I don't know how to say her name, so I'll be saying Nu or Nui a lot. Attack ignites the ground beneath the target feet, turning it into Scorched Land. For the whole battle, for the entire battle. Scorched Land. It means the 3 phases will be there, the Lava Land and the others. So at tier 2 or at tier 6, let's talk about tier 6. So it grants immunity to rage reduction and 1 control effect on the first round. So first round, she doesn't get affected by Horus, she doesn't get affected by any unit that reduces her rage or any Neolith or Elemental, which is good. And control effects. So if you start against a team that has, let's say, Niz at the start and she tries to freeze you, you will not get frozen, which is good actually for a support unit to have at the start of the battle. Nui attacks ignites the ground beneath the Scorched Land, as we said, for the entire battle. At the start of the battle, reduces the enemy team attack damage bonus and skill damage by 35% for 3 rounds. But keep in mind, this is dispellable. You can dispel this. We tested it, we thought it was not dispellable, it's dispellable. You can immediately dispel this if you have dispelling, such as Pam Pam. Now, her ultimate or her special. The fire goes against the current to deal magic damage equal to 151% attack to 4 random enemy, prioritizing targets not in Scorched Land, so they get the Scorched Land. I'm sorry, mate, we'll do that later. Heating up Scorched Land transforms into Lava Land. Lava Land inherits the same effects of Scorched Land. When the target uses normal attacks, there's 20% chance they won't restore rage. So she drops them from rage, which doesn't work on Lindel. This is why I'm telling you, now the meta is playing Lindel, so this is why it's a downfall for her. She uses a rage reduction unit. If the target casts a skill, there's a 20% chance to increase the rage required by one casting it for the first time. So what happens is it's another rage restriction which will not work on Lindel again. And Yora doesn't care about this because Yora reduces the rage that she needs to do ultimates. So if this reduces, took 1 from Yora and Yora reduces it, she's back to default. And Yora does that a lot. And here, if it does it more than 1 time, it also doesn't affect Yora. So what happens on 5 stars? Let's read the 5 stars. So the fire goes against the current deal magic damage. We read this to 4 random, prioritizing, heating up Scorched Land and heating up Lava Land into Inferno Land. So now we have Inferno Land. So Lava Land, as we said, rage reduction, but there is a 50% chance, so it increases the chances. Now, Inferno Land inherit the same effects of Lava Land, so it continues, and it reduces the crit resistance rate, so they take more crits, the enemies. When the target is affected by burn, there's a 50% chance to damage, for the damage to be critical hit. Critical hit increased damage by 35%, which is, it makes you more consistent with crits, which also is replaceable by another unit that I was talking about, which is Pan Pan, because you improve your crit rate by using Pan Pan on the lineup. Even if you have Levia, you increase your crit rate, so it doesn't even matter. So let's talk about her 7 stars. So Lava Land, heating up Lava Land transform into Inferno Lands. It clears 2 attribute buffs from the target. It means if a target has Levia buff, it will clear it. If it has another buff, like let's say more resistance or more armor, it can remove them. So it will remove those. Lava Land inherits the same effects as Scorch Land. There's a 100% chance to increase the rage required by 2 when casting, so it goes by 2. The caster loses all rage after their first skill cast. So somebody like, let's say, we start with Horus. Horus start immediately and she does her ultimate. After that, she will lose all her rage. That's how it counters the rage. So Inferno Land inherits the same effects as Lava Land, increases the crit resistance rate. When the target is affected by burn, there's a 50% chance for the damage to be a critical hit, increases the hit by 50%. So it's crit damage 50%. Decent unit, buffs the fire. If they have burn, buff what damages they take from other units. You don't need even to play her with fire lineups, but she's good with the burn teams. She's good for the burn comps. What I was talking about, if you want a cheaper unit that you will have passively and you will have a lot of her, even if you like, there's a Nui banner, you went and summoned for her, your chances to have Firentia are more than having Nui. I don't know what's going with the codes right now and how the summoning system is going around. What does Firentia do? Firentia does the same exact thing as Nui, okay? She reduces rage reduction, so there's a chance to apply burn for 2 rounds. This is when she does her ultimate. Where's the 7 out of 7? So apply silent to targets that already have burn for 1 round. Silent, it means they can't cast their skills, they can auto attack only. Apply insight to units to the same rule with 2 rounds. Insight is if under control status at the end of the round reduces the rage of the enemy in the corresponding position by 2. So, which means if you stun them, control them, rage reduction is a control effect as well. If you do any of that, whatever it is, mummify, freeze, stun, a charm, they will lose rage, which is really a good unit for rage countering. Plus she applies burn and she's a damage dealer, which is, they say it's kind of supportive and DPS at the same time, which still she's a good unit for that. What also is good about her, that she counters Nui and counters all the units that deals control effects. So if we read her passive Firentia, so when receiving the first rage reduction, even against Horus, effect from an active like Horus with her passive and there with her active, it restores its rage to 4, so she gains 4. And if under control effect, before taking action, it has 100% chance to apply silent to the corresponding enemy, roll for 1 round. So that's amazing. That's a unit that you can use instead of Nui. You don't need even to use Nui. And she deals more damage than Nui, by the way, by the end of the battle. And her active, so when enemies, so she deals physical damage to back row enemies with 30% chance to transfer 1 attribute debuff to the target. So whatever debuff she has, like burn, whatever it is, cold, or damage reduction or whatever, she just take it and does not remove it, but put it on the enemy. So she clears debuffs and put it back on the enemy, which is, I think, in my opinion, Nui is good, she's great, she's better than Firentia, but not a lot better. This is why if you want to have like a free unit to go and use her and pretend that it's Nui, you can have Firentia. This is why I don't recommend going for get 1 copy of her. I got 1 copy of Nui. She have incredible art. Her skills are good, but I don't actually use her. And in my opinion, and this is me talking, if you disagree, let me know about it in the comments. You can use other units. Plus, I would prefer 1,000,000 times to play Pan Pan for shields, extra crit rates, and removing control effects plus removing debuffs, which is absolutely great. That's on my mind. That's what I'm thinking about. And yeah, that's it for Nui. Let me know in the comment section, what do you think? Was it a good analysis? Would you agree with me or you disagree? And yeah, that was it for the video.
If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you didn't, we thank you for watching. And as always, stay frosty. Peace.